Hey, it's Landon Rivers. Say, have you ever rescued a friend from near death and then they're just like, oh, well, you just took your sweet time. And I mean, yeah, it's been 1,000 years, but come on, man. This is the Sanctuary. Let's dive right in. Come check out the Enclave Discord server where you can chat and learn even more about the game. The invite is in the description. Also, if any changes happen to a run, I will pin a comment on YouTube below telling about the changes and giving a link to a video showing it off. This has happened for a few levels already. Jutting from the calm surface of the northern lakes, the Sanctuary is an unusual building complex said to have been created before the 1,000-year-old rift. We've come because the ancestors said High Wizard Zale is found here. The entire level makes me think of BioShock, though that game didn't come out for another 4 years. The mission is easy enough with no real threats of death, except for that one part where you should kill yourself. Hit the pressure valves, power up the Sanctuary, and poke around to find Zale. Equipment for this level is easy. Pick the halfling, and as we will be killing things, we want the strongest weapon for her, which is the Great Axe. Select the weapon and press the right arrow to upgrade. Then we get into the level. For those running the level individually, here is a list of all available characters and highest equipment based on when the level is unlocked. And here is the recommended speedrun loadout. The halfling is the fastest character, making her the clear choice. You can also explore playing this level without a shield because there are parts where you want enemies to hit you. Your mileage may vary. This level can be completed in less than 3 minutes and 15 seconds using the current route. Start the level skipping the cutscene, then heading into the house on the right. This first part, we just need to be careful not to get blocked by doors on accident. Open the door and grab the key on the table to the right. Quick turn around and head towards the building with the watermill. Unlock the door with the right mouse button and then head in and click the lever. This will drop the box which we will ride down underwater to the main sanctuary. Skip the cutscene and head into the box. Now we are introduced to this underwater complex and learn how it is these days haunted by a lich from hell. Some lizard people called Scala have also taken residency. Skip the cutscene of traveling down, do a 180 turn, and head through the door which is opening. It's recommended you do a false crouch stance before going through this door because if you're going really fast, your head could bump the door while it's still opening. As we go in the entryway, we are raided by the Lich. The Lich creates a barrier blocking the way through, and you have to kill the skeleton she summons before you can progress. Stand next to this standing torch, and we are going to do a 3-hit neutral combo to take both skeletons out in one go. The skeleton will appear after some green sparkles fly near. Initiate your neutral combo by clicking before you start moving. When your first swing starts, run into the skeleton to kill him in one hit, then keep clicking to continue the combo. By the time you get to the second skeleton, your third and final hit will go off killing it. If you do a running combo, the third hit goes off too soon and doesn't connect. Sometimes this skeleton moves around and that can stifle your attempt, but either way, he dies in one good hit. The barrier disappears as soon as you kill the second skeleton, so head through and up the incline. Run through the halls, maybe jumping on the railing, going past the cylinder room and up some stairs. Here we get to a trick jump which can save us about 8 seconds if you pull it off. At this point, you'll want to sidestep and stop before going up the stairs, then run straight up the leftmost side and make a jump as you ascend. If done right, you'll perform a super jump. Otherwise, the stairs collapse and you're expected to climb all the barrels in the back. If you miss the super jump and the stairs collapse, the jump is still able to be pulled off. If you're having super bad luck, just jump on the damn barrels, head up into the hallway, and as we enter this checkpoint room, be ready to spam enter to skip the cutscene. This checkpoint is very important because we're going to want to come back to this room later. Head to the right, then go left. A Scala warrior will try to poke you, and at this point, damage is actually welcome as we finish our next task. Continue through, and here we get to an important jump. This is where we want to take a big chunk out of our health. I found that fall damage is based on how high and how far you travel. So you want to do a high jump, then fall the furthest into this room. To do this, jump onto this back corner, then turn around and jump in, remembering not to turn before jumping to get a high jump. Now be careful here because you could bump your head on the porthole. Practice guiding yourself in to avoid this, then we want to try and land a little past the machinery. A great fall will deal more than 350 damage to you and set your health bar blinking. This is assuming though that you have almost full health. If you're beat up pretty bad before falling down somehow, the fall could kill you and set you back. You may want to consider a less risky fall, or even consider healing yourself before jumping down to hurt yourself again. Walk past the machinery, then into this room where we hit 2 switches to activate some pressure systems. Now we need to backtrack to that room with the checkpoint. How do we do that quickly? We die! So make your way back and the Lich will summon 2 skeletons. Let them kill you. Make sure your shield is facing away from them so you don't block them on accident. When you die, spam enter to skip the resurrection cutscene and we're back. The Lich is pissed pissed at us at this point and is going to launch a final assault. If you look around and there is a stray skeleton in the room, take them out as quick as possible. Stand here and 2 skeletons will be summoned. This time we want to do a running combo because the skeletons will be close enough together and the combo is fast, so it is the most efficient. Hit and kill the first skeleton with the first hit and hit and kill the second skeleton with the final hit. The Lich will now fight you herself. We want to generally guide her towards the exit when we fight her. Stand here and the moment you see purple sparks fly past, start up a neutral combo. If done right, when the Lich pops, you can start the fight off having done a finishing hit on her. Now combo her ass and guide her towards the door. The fight can sometimes be a pain, especially if she feels like doing a panic attack, which pushes you away. When she's finally dead, run through the doorway back to the entrance. Head down the hall, down past the broken stairs, and some Scala may try to block you, so do some running combos just in case. Make your way back through the cylinder room, jump on the railing, and fall down into this room. Be ready to once again spam enter as another checkpoint cutscene will start. In this room there are 2 valves which we want to run into. As soon as you run into one, the room will be flooded, and you'll be trapped until you hit the other valve. The way we pull this off in the run, jump on the right valve, then onto this thingy, then make an angled long jump over the machinery to land on the other side. You can then hit the left valve before you start swimming. This is ideal, and this is sometimes difficult to pull off. Now swim up through where you came. If you pulled the jump off ideally, the furniture blocking the way will flow back as soon as you reach it. The only thing you need to worry about at this point is guys blocking you. You unfortunately can't attack while swimming, so dodge as best as you can. Guess what? Since we did that trick so fast, we glitched this big room. Even though there isn't any water, we can still swim through. Hold space to swim up and head towards the cylinder room. Now we can finally hit this valve and see what's on the other side. Oh my gosh, it's a door, my favorite! So in this final room is a stairwell leading down into a torture chamber where we find the High Wizard Zale, who is completely trapped and defenseless. There's some levers that you can pull, but you shouldn't, because they actually kill him. The correct lever to pull is hidden underneath this arch. That releases Zale and lets him bitch at you relentlessly. So how do you do this final part quickly? Well, first, make sure you have full health because we're going to be doing a jump again. As the door falls down, wait a little bit, then jump to the left. If done right, during the cutscene, you should be falling down to the bottom. Skip the cutscene, quick turn around, hit the switch, the screen fades to black, and split. Now that we've saved Zale the Wizard, we've unlocked the final character for the roster, the Wizard. I don't know where he came from. It's not Zale, but we got him. Now Zale tells us if we want his help, we should just go to hell. Nice guy. So join us in the next episode as we head into the underworld to recover the Staff of the Earth. I'm Landon Rivers, and I'll see you in hell.